Morning guys, just woke up. It's 17th of February 2022. I'm going to be vlogging me going to university and doing my pitch for Dynasty. Hope you enjoy. So I woke up at 11 AM GMT after going to sleep at 5 AM because meetings are crazy and I wish I was in a different time zone. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty exciting to see how it goes, because if this all goes to plan, then Dynasty gets backed by university, so that'll be very exciting. So as you can see, it's more than morning, it's afternoon, because my morning is afternoons at this point. Yeah, let's have a look at the background here. Yeah, I'm just going to take you through what happens. So this is the fit today to go do the pitch. Trying to look reasonably smart. Don't have to go 3-piece suit, but it's better too. Got to pack these up to go take to the pitch. And yeah, there's some tissue I can just get rid of. But yeah, I'm gonna take that as well. Right now it's about 1 o'clock. I've got about an hour and 10 minutes before my pitch, so I should probably get going in about maybe 15-20 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna do a bit of work on a presentation to take there. Enjoy watching me work. So I need to pack these. And I need this. Absolutely beautiful. Put this in here. Memory storage. Yes. Very important. It's a big one. We'll take the laptop. We'll chuck this in as well. See if I can record for you guys. If not, I'll see if I can get some photos and a password to send out. Guys, I'll keep you updated on the journey, but right now I gotta head to the bus. See you in a sec. Just got on the bus. Very excited. Got about 15 minutes left. So the bus is on time, and I'll just show you the journey. Thank you. So Dynasty TCG is a trading card game that I devised because as a player, I didn't like where the current trading card game market is headed because of the player space, the community and the environment people playing within. And it's not a registered business yet. I've just got everything sort of set up. I've got my audience and building that up. And then once I've got everything sorted, launch day, everyone can get products, and then that's the goal right now. So I've got an Instagram website, I've got a Discord channel that people can go into. We'll go on to the value, problem and opportunity. So the value in my product is it's different compared to all the products that are coming out in the market, in the sense that people can tell other products are doing this for a money grab. They can tell that people are doing this because they want to get money. They're riding on the high of the Pokemon. So the Pokemon trading card, once people got into the news of it, people started buying into Pokemon cards, and everyone wants to get products because these are seen as commodities in the market of trading cards. And what I've done here is made a completely new game, which is unseen in the market, with new mechanics, with a goal of brand authenticity and a fresh look, with someone who's actually passionate about what they do. Because I'm not doing this for money, I did it because I wanted to play this game. So that's the video, that's the first handmade samples, these are the first printed samples, and then these are version 1.1s which are in your hands. Next, this is the demographic and the look into the Instagram sort of like market that I've got. 50% US, you can see by the analytics that US is the biggest market that I've reached. In terms of followers, I'm currently at 1,000, so this is outdated here. The age range is 25 to 34, which for me, I find is very, very good because they have disposable income and they have time to play the game, but they can also teach their kids to play the game, which makes this a generational game if they pass it on. And for the longevity of this business, that is something I think is a key insight here. Demographic-wise, in terms of male and female distribution, it's heavily dominated by men at the moment, but I am moving on towards that in Dallas, where I'm going to be reaching more on the female side of the market. I just drew a quick bell curve to show that there's an even distribution, and then age range for men and women. Financial costs, the big one is artists, so the production, because the value is in artwork and the game mechanics. Game mechanics, that comes from me, that's free, like that doesn't cost anything to think of. But artwork, I have to do the concept art because I'm going to be the art director for this business, because all these characters are coming from me. So I'm going to have to pay artists to do that, and then I'm going to have to print products, and then I'm going to have to ship products, and then have the standard business practices there. But my goal for this business is to turn it into an IP business, where in the future I can have live action films, I can have animated series, but to start things off, it's trading cards. And then once I have a big enough player base, expand. Near future, so right now we're in phase 1 of Dynasty, and that's where I'm making all the handmade cards. I've launched a Kickstarter, I've got the sample version 1.1, so I'm going to be working on to the 1.2s in the next few weeks, then 2.1, 2.2. After, so the artwork that's going to be improved, that's going to be in phase 2, where I can develop the decks and allow the game to actually be spread. Because phase 1 is getting the name out there, phase 2 is getting the spread of the game. Once phase 2 is completed, people enjoy the game, that should spread the game even more, which puts me into phase 3, where I can start developing more products in product diversity, like booster box, booster packs, and then other decks. Phase 4, that's when I get the final products ready. Everything's finalized, designs, artworks, the game mechanics, rule books, get that sent out to local game stores. So there's a Dice Club in Nottingham that I've been talking to. So here is just a few bits and bobs. So this is in the Dallas card show, the card 22.
I love how it separates from the background. It just looks like there's a lot of TLC involved. I mean, this is awesome. This really is awesome. I'm very impressed with that. I would definitely, I just love it.
I just like these designs. They just look authentic. It's different than all the other stuff I see today. Like, keep it like this, right? No need to find another artist. I think just keep it like this. I think this is really cool. Oh, that's a cool one.
So this video here is with the partner company that I've got, so Majesty Grading Company, and it's one of you guys that's got that slab. And what they do is authenticate cards, and so they have a grade of 1 to 10, 10 being the best graded card, 1 being the worst graded card. So that's the quality of the card and the production. So you can see from that one, that's a grade 8. So it's not the best quality of card, but it's not the worst. But having this partnership with Majesty allows my customers to go to them and say, hey, can you grade this card? And it builds a relationship and makes the brand more authentic to the wider audience, because people normally go to the PSA, which is an American grading company, whereas this is a British grading company. I'll also now go over to just a few. So on YouTube, you can see people are starting with, why is that not working?
That's okay. Skip YouTube, keep talking.
Okay, so people are starting to talk about it on YouTube, and people are making videos about this. And we also have a Discord channel where it's really, really growing. I've been doing this for about 2 months solid, and I'm staying up until 5 o'clock in the morning, sleeping at 6 to do business meetings. I slept at 6 this morning to get this sorted, and I've got plans to go to Orlando next week. I'm not personally going to Orlando, but my gamers and my partner in America is doing this. So we're going to be in Orlando, allowing like people to see these cards. I've sent cards over. It's going to be handing them out, getting the game out there, and basically, yeah, it's gaining traction. And if I could have showed the YouTube video, which I want to try. Damn it. Okay, it doesn't. But if you search Dynasty TCG on YouTube, you'll be able to find these YouTube videos where people are talking about Dynasty. And there was one video by someone called MetaMan, and he was asking his friend about, what do you think about Dynasty? He was like, this is a sleeper. You can tell that this is like, there's authenticity in this. So compared to other games, like they see that this is different, but it is a sleeper. No one's really batting a big eye at the moment. And we've already got 1,000 followers compared to my competitors who are under 1,000, and we're not popular. Yeah. So imagine when this is popular. That's it.
Great.
You don't.
Can you just explain to me what a sleeper is?
A sleeper, it's like think about McDonald's, and then if you had another burger chain, that burger chain can have the best quality, but people don't know it yet.
Yeah.
It's just
Under the radar.
yeah, under the radar. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
First, I say, it's so passionate. That's amazing. That's really, really cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Brilliant.
I actually love the artwork. I
It's
love
great,
the
yeah.
way I get what you mean about authenticity. It looks like somebody has hand drawn them. And
Yeah, I hand drew these. Yeah.
Yeah, I do really like that. Just one for me. Can you tell me about sustainability and how you can build that into this offering, or have you thought about it at all?
Yes, it's sustainability in terms of the business life or the
I'm not talking
products.
about financial sustainability. I'm talking about how we think about society and about the environment and about
So I want to make the cards recyclable, because that is a key thing that we're doing in the 21st century. It's a big topic, and the packaging. I was discussing with my manufacturer this morning about getting paper packaging. So on the external side, there could be a gloss, so it's waterproof, but the packaging itself would be made of paper, so people can just dispose of it quite easily.
How much you look to raise our crowdfunding?
So I aimed for 2,300, and currently it's at almost 13,000.
Okay, so how many days are you into the campaign?
Sorry, did you say it's at 13,000 or 1,300?
It's £33 away from 13,000. It's about a week and a bit in.
So realistically, maybe 22,000, something like that, you reckon?
I don't know, probably. My goal was just 2,300, so
Okay.
this has already gone beyond the
And
limits.
how do these differ from? I mean, you can probably answer this question in hours and hours.
Yeah.
How does this differ from Magic the Gathering?
Magic the Gathering. So, I have resources in Magic, you have to tap your mana.
Yeah.
You get 10 resources each turn, and you play within your resource limit. So imagine you're a commander on a battlefield. Each day you get a budget of 10 gold. You spend those 10 gold depending on what you want to do. So it's very much like I want to simulate real life and give you an experience where you have to money manage, you have to plan, you have to move in somewhere, you have to think ahead. You have to think, do I need to spend this money on my opponent's turn? And it's a battlefield movement game, but at the same time, it's a trading card game.
And what do you use to protect your IP?
In terms of my artwork, or
In terms of everything.
in terms of the game, I need to patents, copyright. I need to get onto that as soon as possible.
And you say a lot of this is in the USA.
Yes,
Like,
yeah, which is the biggest market.
I must admit, this is an area I don't really understand that well, but I know there's huge potential because there's a company out of Nottingham called Games Workshop
Oh yeah,
that do miniatures.
yeah.
And they've been around quite a few years and turn over a lot of money. And there's a huge, and I never thought there would be a huge market out there for little miniatures. But this is almost like, on the flip side, it's a crypto startup, it's a Bitcoin startup scenario where there could be high value in this, but and my colleague just said, unless you get the IP ironed out, and that's where the inherent value is in this. You know, so you would need good advice on that. to take it to the next stage.
You're in the right place, because although obviously we're not miniatures, the people that design those miniatures and the people that create the artwork for that are not too far away from the people that create artwork for this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Which means that there is some community in Nottingham you can tap into.
Yeah.
Might be worth having a conversation about how Innovative KH can support you going forward, because you're moving into that international space. You're going to have a little bit of a budget with crowdfunding. You're going to need to understand IP moving forward and a few other things. So
Yeah.
that would be worth having a chat.
What do you think is the bigger potential? Has the game or the trading cards?
The game. The game is where I thought about this in the shower. I was like, I want to play this game. I want to make this game. So I made the game before the cards. Because I know that all the other trading cards, which is like, I can say this certainly, they thought about the trading aspect and the collectability before they thought about game. There's been plenty of games. So they got a Kickstarter of I think £300,000, and they didn't have a game. They sold 6 cards, and they got all that money, and then they made a game. Whereas I've made a game, and then I'll work on collectability, because I know the inherent value is people playing.
I mean, I'm not a gamer in any way, shape or form, but fortunately, I've read your business plan,
Yeah.
and I know detail is in the plan, how it works, etc. So I know that you have that quite detailed schematic already worked out.
Yeah. And even since the business plan, I've changed and updated the game to improve it based on how people feel and through test playing. So it's already evolved since the last time you guys might have seen it.
I'd always think about like totally pulling it at this stage, you're taking it off shelf, off market, because people could just replicate this, copy it, etc. Because this I can see inherent high value in this. In other words, pull it off, take good advice, right, before you do anything else.
Yeah.
If you're showing it in the States,
Yeah.
it only takes I don't know who the big players are, but it just takes a big player to look at these and go, do you know what? And they know your vulnerabilities, so they can just run with it, and they're geared up to do that. Yeah.
So I want to do this, I want to put your cards in my bag.
Yeah.
Are you with me? That's where,
Or people just take a photo. They take
Yeah.
a photo with their mobile
Or
phones.
an NFT.
I think
Yeah.
he's got a little bit of protection around the game and the copyright of it, and
Because I put each stage up on the Discord, so there's a date of when I did this, and it's
Yeah.
come from me.
you've
So it's
got
linked to
power
that.
up.
Yeah.
You've got power up. So, but people can copy you at the moment. So you've got no formal.
That's
You've not, but it's not new and novel. Creating a game,
Yeah.
games
Mhm.
exist, so it's not patentable as a game. Nothing
Yeah.
new. You've not created something that if I knock these 2 cards together, they create a wormhole.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. It's just sorry, I'm saying just a game. It's just a game. It's not a novel invention. But I think you've definitely got opportunity to get some protection around it. Your design registration for your cards, the style of your drawings, etc. You can protect those. The problem is that's going to cost you an absolute fortune. Luckily, you've now got some money on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
So I would recommend that after this you talk with us, and I'll put you in touch with our patent attorneys, but also I wonder if our legal advice centre would give a little bit of initial help.
So Peter Vaughan, who's the head of
Yeah.
intellectual property, he was actually my tutor when I did intellectual
Yeah.
property for my master's, and he will absolutely
Yeah. So I think say put after this we feel let's get you to just wrap around support around your IP. Really well done. So my question, your Kickstarter's going brilliantly. Why do you want to win this competition?
because if I can say to my customers, Nottingham Trent University has backed this, it gives me so much more validity in this game. Because everyone else is like, oh look, I've got so much money. Everyone else is getting interviews. I'm getting shunned off because I'm 20 years old. People call me a kid in this space. They don't believe in this. But if I can go to them,
So alongside that, even if you don't win,
yes,
we already back you because you're one of ours.
yeah,
But let's get you in touch with Deshawn and let's do a whole PR piece around you, and the fact that you've got your Kickstarter, and the fact that it's taken off way beyond where you thought it would be, and the speed at which you're raising the money. We'll do a big PR piece around you anyway,
Yes.
and then we'll get that next bit of support for your business as well.
Yeah, that's the goal that I had with my marketing team last night. We were just told we need to create noise. Before Orlando, which is in the 23rd of this month, I want to create as much noise for Dynasty as possible, which I want people to make YouTube videos, I want them to pump out as much news as possible, just so they can be like, who is this kid?
Yeah.
Because everyone that I talked to, or like all the influencers that I wanted to get in contact with, they all shunned me off. They were like, oh, okay, cool, you got this. Like, they don't believe in this. But if I could just go to Orlando and be like, you see all this stuff, this is what you're missing out on. This is what you disregarded. My goal is to beat Magic and make people make copies of my game. So people can say, this is a knockoff of Dynasty.
How much is your game? If I wanted to buy,
Oh, it's going to be standard retail. Because my plan for standard retail is basically, if you had Magic, you had Dynasty, you had Yu-Gi-Oh, you had Digimon, you had Pokemon. If they're all the same price, you're going to be looking at value in the game instead. You're not going to be looking at how much it costs. You're going to look at what is past the value of cost. And that's going to be the game itself. So if I have a really good game and keep it the same cost as everyone else, my game should come out on top.
I want to buy it for my grandson.
Yeah.
I want to buy it for my son.
He's
It's,
he's big into Pokemon, but he would like this because it's something new.
I
And,
used to play Yu-Gi-Oh, I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and the reason why I liked it was because you could do that trading card like the battle
Yeah.
basically,
Yeah.
and it was the game itself which was enticing for me personally, but I really like that idea.
Thank you.
How many cards have you made through?
I've got a set of, so all of these are called the OG20, there's the original 20 that I first drew. And then I made the extra like
they're
deck,
sold out, by the
like-
way, you can't get them.
the deck, for the decks I made process, I wrote all the effects and stuff down onto, and it was just like set art, so that one's not too important, but I've got everything planned for phase 2, which is refining the decks and stuff.
So what course are you doing? Did you say?
Sports science.
Sports science.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I love.
I'm just
that,
going to
isn't it?
say that you'd come
The games
from
are
professional.
No.
Yeah.
That's brilliant, yeah.
Brilliant,
Thank
so
you.
much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm kicking you out.
We are sorry, we're on such a tight schedule.
Yeah, no worries.
Are we late for our next one already? Sorry. Eugene.
So, what are we going to do in terms of what you guys said just now?
What we'll probably do is
Don't
collect
worry, we'll be in
information
touch
and
with
get
you
back to
afterwards.
Okay, that's
Okay.
fantastic. I was going to say, if hypothetically, if I'm able to like be successful here, would I be able to make a statement on my social media to say that, NTU have backed?
Not, so you won't be able to say that we've backed because you've not had formal, it's not a formal partnership,
Yeah.
but you would be able to say that you had won
Yeah.
and that,
Yeah.
and that you were being supported by
Yeah.
NTU.
Okay. That's all I need. I just need them
Yeah.
to see
The
the
right word.
Just okay.
Brilliant. And really well done.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. All I can say, guys, I think it went really well. We'll have to find out tomorrow because I don't get results instantly. But from what was there, man, it was exhilarating. I loved it. I'll update you guys soon. Last note, thanks for watching.